Hey everyone, Black Soul Reaper here, and if you're like me, then you're probably surprised that we got a new Dragon Ball Super chapter released today. They've been releasing the chapters every 20th of the month for the past couple months, and I was expecting it, on the 20th, but for some reason they decided to drop it today. Now, there was spoilers that were released, I want to say last night, so I guess we shouldn't be surprised because it seems like every time they drop a spoiler in terms of images, the chapter is not too far from being released. But enough of that, let's get into what actually happened in the chapter. So the chapter begins with Vegeta landing a powerful gut punch to Moro, and everyone is shocked. So this lets me know that Vegeta right off the bat is a lot stronger than he was even after the Tournament of Power. We didn't see him train in terms of strength in the other chapters. It just seemed like he was meditating and just learning the techniques, but it appears through that training he's also got him more powerful in terms of his ki and attack power. So that was interesting to learn. But after he lands that gut punch, it just seems as if it had no effect on Moro. And Moro commends Vegeta in that he was able to get as powerful as he has in a short amount of time, but it won't be enough to defeat him. Regardless, Vegeta continues to attack Moro, and it appears as the battle wages on, the momentum of the battle turns in Vegeta's favor, and he slowly weighs Moro's down. Now, once Vegeta begins to gain the advantage, energy starts leaking out of Moro. Goku is shocked and then states that he was surprised that Vegeta was able to learn Force Spirit Fission. Now, it seems that the more Vegeta attacks Moro, the more energy is leaked out of Moro and the weaker he becomes. Now, since the energy that was absorbed by Moro wasn't originally his, it appears that he's able to leak it out. Another side effect is that Moro is also growing older, like in the beginning when he was first introduced to the chapter. Now, more specifically, it was stated to be the life energy that Moro stole is being leaked out. So it's probably a combination of energy plus the life force. I mean, however you want to slice it. Just life energy, I guess, would make the most sense. What keeps people alive, that energy was taken. But I know when Moro faced Vegeta the first and second time, he did take Goku and Vegeta's energy, and it looked like they were dead, but apparently they weren't dead. So, I don't know. I just think it's a convenient way to bring everyone back without having to use the Dragon Balls. But it is what it is. Now, Vegeta states that he has liberated the energy and begins to send the energy back to where their energy originally came from. So now, according to Goku, Force Spirit Fusion tears apart things that were combined through fusion or absorption, and that this is the first time that Goku has seen the move in person. Vegeta gloats and then says he could even forcibly extract Nail and Kami from Piccolo if he wanted to. So, as we know, Goku or Piccolo have fused with Kami and Nail, 20 years ago. So, or however long it's been a long time. But the fact that Vegeta states that he can even force them out even after that much time has passed just shows how powerful this technique is. It's a little bit overpowered, if you ask me, because any villain that uses fusion, or any opponent that uses fusion or is using energy that wasn't originally theirs, Vegeta can forcibly knock that out of them. So I think it's a pretty good move when you're going against someone like Moro. It's basically his, the antithesis of whatever his move does. It makes it impossible for him to bring it back. Now Vegeta says that while they went through the same training on Yardrat as him and Goku, that he was able to master it, not Goku, because he's more talented. So this is actually something that is contrary to what we've been told at this point. We've always been told that Goku is more talented than Vegeta, and that's why he was, even as a low-class Saiyan, he was able to surpass Vegeta and go to heights that no Saiyan has gone before, going to Super Saiyan 3 and unlocking the God form. It just seems like now they're trying to make it seem as if Vegeta is more talented than Goku, and I don't know, what do you guys think about that? But I think it's kind of a reverse of what we've been told up to this point, but whatever. We know that that Vegeta's a genius, and that he's always been one of the stronger Saiyans in the series. Now Gohan, he's also more talented. He surpassed everyone as a kid, so you know, it's just a lot of stuff going. They're trying to just throw out there to explain things away, but it is what it is, like I said. But I guess they're trying to explain it why Goku wasn't able to learn it, even though he was on Yardrat at the same time and was only able to learn instant transmission. But you know, to be honest, they never thought of these techniques when the series originally came out. So it's just, you know, they're just pulling stuff out of thin air and trying to make it all connect. But you know, I'm still enjoying it. I'm not gonna nitpick it, but I just had to state that. So as the battle wages on, more energy is taken from Moro. Some Namekians are shown to be revived, but only the ones that weren't killed by Moro directly and only die by having their energy extracted. And as we know, that battle was months ago. So Moro had actually destroyed Planet Namek months ago. So their bodies should have been rotted and the planet should have been pretty much dead, no life forms at all. But Eska states that the Dragon Balls that were left behind on Namek somehow protected the life forms from running away. Now, I don't buy that. I just think it's another way to not use the Dragon Balls to fix anything. I mean, they're gonna end up using the Dragon Balls to fix things anyway, but I don't know, I didn't like that explanation at all. I just thought it was pretty convenient for them in terms of having everyone brought back simultaneously without having to use the Dragon Balls right away. I don't know, I didn't like that part. But as Vegeta continues to fight Moro, Piccolo states that he thinks that Vegeta has tried so hard up until this point to save the Namekians and planet Earth is to wipe away the evil slate that he created while he was working under Frieza. Now, if you remember, Vegeta was blood. You know, he was one of the most brutal characters when he was first introduced. He was not likable. He was evil to the core, and similar to King Piccolo, he was a villain at his core. So we're seeing some more character development on Vegeta's part. That, you know, he does feel sorry for what he did in the past, and he wants to atone for it. So it seems like every battle he's trying to atone for it. And honestly, I felt like he's already atoned for his past actions. He did fight. He was critical in the defeat of Cell. He blasted Cell, which allowed Gohan to overpower Cell with his Kamehameha. And he did risk his life to try to kill Majin Buu, the fat one at least. He self-destructed. I don't know. He has shown the ability to perform self-sacrifice and to save everyone. Even when they were going against Kid Buu, he was willing to die as a ghost to save the universe. And there's just some more character development on Vegeta's part, showing that he is a good guy now. I mean, we already knew that, but I guess they just want to further emphasize his growth as a character from the original series. But fans of the series, we don't really need that. We already know what Vegeta brings to the table. So they continue fighting. At this point, it seems like Vegeta has officially surpassed Goku, which is good because we've been wanting Vegeta to surpass Goku. I want to say since at least the Cell arc, but it seems every time he surpasses Goku, Goku surpasses him, and up until this point, it seemed like Goku was stronger. I mean, they were comparable to each other, but for the most part, everyone just saw Goku as stronger. So once Vegeta has Moro on all fours, basically, literally on all fours, he asks Jocko if he should just kill Moro or keep him as a prisoner. Jocko just states that the reason they weren't able to kill him was because he was so powerful and that no one was able to kill him. So if Vegeta could kill him right then and there, he would have no qualms with it. So at this point, Vegeta's gloating, which I hate. You know, he's getting cocky, which is understandable considering, you know, he thinks he has Moro's beat, but I feel like he should have learned his lesson after the fight with Frieza, that even though someone appears to be defeated, they could come back and, you know, destroy the planet or kill you. You should just never let your guard down and should just, you know, don't waste time with talking, just finish him off and get the fight over with. So Moro begins to say he has no intention of dying and that he still has his magic that he can use. So once he does this, he uses his magic as a time to escape and head towards the ship. So Moro just goes to the ship. He sees, I believe his name is 73 or something like that. I forget his name exactly, but he just ends up blasting the little alien next to him, just kills him for no reason. Like he really didn't have to kill him to absorb him. He just did because, I don't know. I really don't know why he had to do that. He just fried him on the spot, just no explanation. And so then he blasts 73, and apparently he planned to use 73 as his backup just in case that Vegeta and Goku were able to overpower them. Now once he blasts them, he begins to eat 73, like devour him through his mouth. So there's no fusion dance, there's no earrings, he just straight up eat him. Similar to like how Cell just absorbed him through his tail. Once he eats him, it just seems like Vegeta's shocked at the appearance and we're showing Vegeta getting thrown to the ground. And Goku states that Moro's ki is back to normal. And oh wait, no, it's bigger than ever. So we see that Vegeta is actually hit out of his Super Saiyan Blue evolution state. So now he's just regular now. So I don't know if his ki got taken somehow or he just got knocked unconscious, that his ki was just, you know, turned off. So we're shown an image of Moro and, you know, he's fused now with 73. I like the design. I think it looks similar to Super Buu in a lot of ways, mixed with Cell. I don't know. I kind of like it, but at the same time I don't, because to me this looks like a Dragon Ball Heroes villain. It just looks kind of weird. I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't look like your average villain. It just looks like Dragon Ball Heroes to me. That's all I can say. So Moro states that it wasn't only his magic that he had 73 copy, but that he had him copy his abilities and was able to create a complete backup within him. So essentially Moro 73 had a Moro backup. So I guess what that means is that inside 73 was another Moro, basically an exact copy. So with that fusion, not only did it restore his power back to normal, but it made him even more powerful than he was before. So I guess in layman's term, Moro just fused with a prime version of himself, basically. So you can only imagine how strong he is after doing that. So at this point, I still think Vegeta should be able to beat him, because as stated earlier, he is able to split energies that were brought together by fusion or some other means. So, or fusion and absorption. So Moro's fusion or whatever clearly quantifies as that. So no matter how powerful he is, Vegeta should be able to split them apart with his new technique. But after that, the chapter ends, and everyone is shocked. I'm curious to see how they'll end up defeating Moro. Some people are stating that they'll end up using fusion, or I think Geekdom even stated that possibly Majin Buu would fuse with Goku and Vegeta, and they'd have like some type of fusion that way. Honestly, I'm just tired of the fusions at this point. I think we already had the fusion with Zamasu, Kefla. They fused to form Gogeta when they went against Brawly. So at this point, it just seems like, can they think of a credible villain without using fusion? That's my point. It just seems like without that, then the story doesn't get drawn out, because what fusion does is allow them to draw out this story, because he already had Moro beat. So I don't know, those are my thoughts on the latest chapter. Let me know in the comments below, how do you think they'll beat Moro? Do you see a fusion happening? Do you see even Beerus coming in and just Hakkaiing Moro, or possibly Mofuba? There's so many ways they could take this chapter going forward. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you like the content, and thanks for watching, and peace.